Welcome back, guys. It is now on to match number 3 of tonight's TCS League action. And well, Jam, we have been trying to think of a term for it. We've been pleasantly surprised for how the first two series have gone. We thought there were going to be a little bit more one-way traffic, we could say, but here we have just hit into, a whole. I'm trying not to go into something that's a bit gruesome and grim, but basically, it's been outstanding so far. In game number 3, I'm expecting anything. I'm not expecting anything less,
Yeah, it is. It could be many things. And really, out of all the series we had so far, Servet and Vet, we both went for Servet. Monk versus Arctic. However, we wanted Monk to win. We both went for Arctic as well. This one, I'm going to ask you, Bacon, who do you have as a winner? Dramatic pause, big dramatic pause.
Yeah,
over there.
It was big. Like, it wasn't actually me lagging out, buddy. It was dramatic pause. Trust me. It is actually. It's got to be with Sir. They seem to have their full team again, so they should be the strong force to be reckoned with. Whiffmasters, this is the big test, and they could knock Sir down. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is an opportunity for the Whiffmasters to make that upset. Today, if there will be one upset, I definitely don't think it will be in the Lausanne versus Silent Gaming matchup. I think it will be Whiffmasters versus the Team Swiss Incredible Rebels. Yes, Team SIR has Mirrorwing and RNZ. Really, the two players you should be expecting. Mirrorwing is a leader in basically everything. He makes so many shots on his team, and RNZ is constantly up there as the MVP for his team. On the other side, though, Wizzy might be that player to make the difference for the Whiffmasters for me. And so if he can step it up and the rest of the Whiffmasters can follow, specifically Whiffmasters this week consisting of Timo, Wizzy, and I do believe Aymard, Fresh and Muck, not playing with them this week. Actually, Max dropping out in favor of, well, it's hard to say who exactly. I'm assuming in favor of Aymard. But hey, it could be that combination that they needed. We've seen Muffin Monk almost coming in strong, that the best idea of a sub for his team, and obviously Yagi, the villain had proved pretty well for his own team as well in the previous matchup for Arctic. So hey, maybe Whiffmasters need just to figure out who is that strongest player, and maybe this combination of the folks will be exactly what they need.
Maybe they're all great players on this pitch. You can't knock any single one of them. Jam wants to wait for them to hop onto the pitch, of course. This is going to be a tasty old match for us to feast on. Surf have had such an incredible start, but unfortunately got halted last week by Arctic. On the opposite side, Whiffmasters, they've done very well in the middle of the league table. This will be the changing point, though, because, of course, for Sir, this could be the drop to 3-2. Oh, no. Whiffmasters already coming in with a great start.
And Whiffmasters currently are on a roll. They have won their 2 previous series on the previous weeks. So starting this one strong with Team SIR is just something that they always wanted to do. Bam, 5 seconds. Aymar takes aim and bam, straight down the field. Kickoff goal seemingly to be all the rage so far. And the Monks are actually leading through that one, and Whiffmaster just following suit.
We're being told off. Mirrorwing is currently sitting on top of most points and most shots. That's purely due to his role here, chat, in that he's the playmaker, essentially, in an odd sense, where he just keeps banging it off that backboard. He keeps putting the pressure on, and that is where the lads of Sir get so much of their playstyle from. It is just pure and utter pressure. Starting out from Mirrorwing, you normally see RNZ finish it off, and then Raptor Jesus. We talk about these anchor players, and he is one of them. But you've got to be careful because he can put the shots on himself. 1 minute gone by. The first goal, of course, coming out from Whiffmasters earlier. And so Timo, Wizzy, and Aymard are looking hot so far.
I'm trying to figure out whether Wizzy actually, no, it wasn't Wizzy, Thimo went straight for Raptor Jesus around him, not even touching him, almost looking like he's trying to make sure, the enforcer, make sure nobody comes even close to Wizzy. And Wizzy got his chance, got his flick, and now it's Whiffmasters with a 2 lead. Whoa, I mean, think they got all the recipes going right there. Team SAR not being able to go through that. Really, only 2 shots, both on mirroring. His setup so far not working in Whiffmasters, even with their whiffs here and there or double commits. Still, their shots are looking tasty and threatening. Mirroring almost sends it down his way. Almost another one. There's Wizzy, and the rest of Whiffmasters just trying to make sure that the Team SR can't even get out of the round half. However, good they look like on paper and just with their stats and with their play, they're not afraid. Whiffmasters are not afraid of RNZ, Mirrorwing, or Raptor Jesus. Absolutely loved hearing Switchblade J say Raptor Jesus. So Bacon, if you could please indulge me a little bit and call him out a couple of times.
Oh, of course I will, buddy. This match I've already pointed out to be the one to watch this evening, and it's already started off so well. Timo can't finish that off. RNZ does get that down to the midfield, needs to chase onto this. A power hit, but Amod keeps it away. Mirrorwing thinks better. Actually, I thought he was going to back off from that, but instead he just flails into nothingness. Definitely no cohesion here for the lads of Team Sir, as Whiffmasters had not even made a single whiff so far. They just thrown their name out the window, Jam, and Wizzy, putting on so much pressure, is leading his team into battle.
I'm afraid it's the RNZ who's making all the whiffs, and Team SR also not ready for quite simplistic passing plays for Whiffmasters, but those passing plays are working out. Still no chances for Team SR up front on the other side of the field. So Whiffmaster just coming to the other side saying hello, and my god, is that another? No, Mirrorwing is there, looking close to the 4th goal. And at least work it out on the counterattacks. No, bam, the Whiffmaster is ready there, all 3 players. They only need to decide who will be going for the ball, and bam, they can start another attack. Pinches though might be king. And with one demo player, Themo out of the play, but still with his team mentally, I suppose. Thanks, yeah, bam. Ball is back in the Team SIR's half, and they need to start everything from just from square one. How can we start an attack? So far, they don't have the answer.
Raptor Jesus into the middle. It's very high, and Amod does get that way. No problem, Jam. I've got your back, buddy. Mirrorwing can't get onto that, and so RNZ, next man to have a crack at it, just puts it into the middle. Raptor Jesus picking out very, very nicely for RNZ, but can't get it the whole way. RNZ has just basically been put into these really tough situations, it feels like. Raptor out to middle, Mirrorwing can't finish it off. RNZ, a fantastic hit, but it does get put away at the last second. Good reactions. I do believe that was from Amod, who so far has been having an outstanding game for him. Mirrorwing can't put that away. RNZ back to middle. Raptor very late to that, unfortunately, and it's not going to be a goal.
Whiffmasters are, I think, surviving in defense purely off the factor that they are putting a little bit of unexpected against their opponents. And speaking of unexpected, bam, round pitch, RNZ finally gets the first one. But Whiffmasters are not going for these predictable clears to nowhere. They're always making, almost trickily stopping the ball somewhere or putting it to the side where their opponents, Swiss Incredible Rebels, can't continue the attack on. And that helps them to make sure that any attacks, any power that they're going with is stopped. Wizzy! Well, Wizzy's passed that one, but that is a threatening bell. Team SIR might be down by 2 goals. That could have been down by 3 goals, and they know it.
We know momentum in Rocket League, and I was about to say, Jam, before what Wizzy has been pulling out is that essentially with that first goal, you've opened the door here for Sir. They can get the goals off, but it seems like it was just a fluke. Whiffmasters holding strong to everything. Mirrorwing can't get that around, just couldn't catch up with the ball. There is Raptor Jesus coming in, can't put it away. RNZ up into the air, 15 seconds remain. It is Sir with the aggression and possession of the ball. They just can't get close enough to that net.
Yeah, and with Raptor Jesus sending the ball on the other side of the field, this is over for Swiss Incredible Rebels in game number 1. But something tells me, despite, I would predict, again, I said that Whiffmasters might get their upset here, because last week they got the upset against Helvet, and then Helvet, oh my god, actually, not last week, again, my favorite week of them all, the week number 3, obviously. They won against Helvet eSports, and Helvet eSports dropped heavily in the Bacon ratings. They could do the same for Team Swiss Incredible Rebels. But something tells me, it's just, I'm getting this feel of them that with Team SR just dropped one by mistake. The next one should be theirs, almost absolutely, almost guaranteed. I will eat. No, actually, that's a good hat. I don't want to eat this hat. This is it's one of those hats. You might recognize them. Perfect hat. Don't want to eat.
Yeah, you gotta remember, Whiffmasters started off the season against Savet and then Lorsaine, only dropping to Lorsaine in game number 5. Unfortunately, they took on Alverts, of course, and then last week took down Silent Gaming. So they started off really strong, and now they're on a 2-win streak. This could be the third one, the magic number for them, and it is up against another tough opponent. Swiss Incredible Rebels have had a fantastic start. Unfortunately, they dropped last week, as we all saw, to Arctic. They don't want a streak of losses to begin. This has got to be a win for them. And well, every single series has got to be a win. That's the right mentality for just being basically competitive. Raptor Jesus clears it downfield. Amard allowing his teammates to come in. 50-50 RNZ going up into the air. Wizzy knocks it away. Mirrorwing drops down perfectly. And that is how you come into game number 2 after losing game number 1.
Mirrorwing was looking for the goals in the previous game. Get something in this one as well. He was the MVP for his team despite SIR losing. So he's just getting all the points. And right now he's getting the scoring as well. Pretty open game bacon compared to what we see with the Monk versus Arctic, or even in the starting series, Servet versus Elvets. Well, players quite often just were in a big old pile of cards and everyone was just struggling to get the ball through because there was so much traffic. This one's seemingly a pretty open one, and both teams, oh my god, Wizzy, why did you jump? I mean, think about it, Wizzy.
No, I
right
understand
here in a great
this.
position.
Look. Mirrorwing kept it so close to the ground. Mirrorwing is the one you praise there. Exactly, dirty, putting it under. Normal players would think they've got to cover as much of the goals they possibly can, Jam. And guys at home, you might not think it as well. Oh, it was just hit straight at him. Why did he move? Well, you can't. You can't just assume your opponent's keeping it on the ground. You've got to predict. And to be honest, his best chances was to go for a very short jump, and unfortunately, it wasn't short enough. Just jumped over the ball, and those sorts of situations are super feels bad, man. Raptor Jesus doing very nice in net to predict that one and keep it away. RNZ chasing onto it. Timo gets the hit to put it away, and we'll have to chase onto this. Puts it on the inside, and Timo does get it cleared downfield very nicely.
Yeah, and he follows it up with another one. It's just that the Whiffmasters weren't trusting that there will be mistakes from Team SAR, and I completely understand them. That they need to be thinking about their defense. Oh my god, another lane of opportunity for them, and bam, it's a 3-0 as quickly as they would have wanted, and they still have time to bank 3 more in. Wow, Team SAR, well, I'm glad at least my predictions are coming in true. They've come out alive. They have put on a pace, and seemingly Whiffmasters can't exactly keep up with that pace, while both of them seemingly are comfortable in playing openly. It's just that it's a tad too open for Team SIR. Rather, Whiffmasters, bam, Wizzy back on track for his team.
This, I love it. Jam, everything about this, brilliant. Great kickoff start, putting it into the wall. Then the super attack to chase it up into the backboard to pass it on back. That was a play which everyone should be taking notes of and trying to replicate here.
I mean, you need a team of 3 players to do that, but hey, you might get this one way or the other. Just get your friends, do this, and bam. Bob's your uncle, I suppose. Whiffmasters, coming up slightly more alive. Will that be a finished move or not? Wizzy and Amart getting some work done on the other side of the field. Look at these blocks. Look at how, despite the players playing so wide, look how always there's someone challenging the shots. It's just what they needed. Bam, top of the Themo, 3-2. Just the Whiffmasters, almost as if they were never losing. They're playing so, again, just so easily against Team SR when they really get the chance at the front.
So not seemingly on top form like they were in the earlier weeks. Here against Whiffmasters, they needed to make that save there. 2 players go up for it, Jam, and just could not get it away. So The lingering ball was able to be struck at net. We're now sitting at 3-2. Whiffmasters coming back into this game number 2. Nearly tying it up there from Timo. Again, misses coming out. Timo wants to pop this to center. It is into the mix, but RZ cleverly puts it away. Pressure's still on from Wizzy. Looking to drop down onto it, but no. Amar beats him to the punch. And what a punch this was. 3-all now.
Oh, the Mirror Wing was forced to guess where the ball is coming. He spent a lot of time just guessing. Is it in? Is it not in? It wasn't in. Well, at the moment he made that decision to not challenging whatsoever, gave time for Aymar to set up in the position and make a hit, as the rest of Team SR was not in position to contest it either. They were already out of the play. Mirroring might be still the MVP. Like, how does he do everything on the field? It is absolutely impossible, but if there will be an award at the end of the season, I think he will be getting this the MVP of the whole thing. Right now, he needs to help his team to get back into this one. Whiffmasters are back on track with this one. Look at that. It's 3-0, and we're thinking, oh, all right, Team SIR got this one in the back. They almost got this one in the back. Raptor Jesus enters the stage, and, well, he is with Mirroring currently making sure that Team SIR does stay, I don't want to say alive in this one, but, wow, Whiffmasters just pace for pace.
I think the proper way to say Raptor's name is Raptor Jesus, because that was lightning going into that net so fast. And, well, a great save there from him. Raptor really putting his team onto his shoulders. Remember, before being picked up by the Swiss Incredibles Rebels, they were the Raptors boosting service. And for this series, he has been a solid core to his team, allowing them to really put on the pressure. 4-3 now. Still trying to tickle the orange net, but seemingly not getting a laugh from it. RZ puts it into the mix, but not teammate there to pick it up. Pressure, though, is good for the Swiss Incredible Rebels here, as they're just keeping it away from their own net.
I'm liking that when they making the touches are always for someone. Well, Whiffmasters do pretty much the same. The passing plays on the point from both of these sides. It's a Team SR that's currently threatening their opponents. They know that every single time they see the ball move from one side of the field to the other, just slightly from one position to the other, they know that there will be an opponent at the end of that pass. They can never take these ball movements lightly. Right now, it's their last chance, but Whirlwind already there before anyone from Whiffmasters. This got pretty close, Bacon. I almost got to eat my head, thankfully. Swiss Incredible Rebels make sure that the 3-0 lead that they squandered, and mostly, thankfully, well, not thanks, but mostly due to the fact that the Whiffmasters came back firing. I think they haven't outshot their opponents, but this could have gone Whiffmasters' way easily. Instead, it's a tied series.
Yep, unfortunately for Jam, or I don't know, is it fortunate for you? Depends if you like eating hats or not, I guess, Jam. But this is not going to be a hat eating stream. Instead, this remains Rocket League. And so, one apiece here for these two sides. Jam, before the series, I pointed this out as the one of the day. All of them have been fantastic so far. We've already seen a game number 5. The last series, Arctics versus Monks. Monks really turning up, sending it to game number 4, and unfortunately not being able to put it into game number 5. Here, I think we're getting another game 5. Today is going to be a long stream.
Yeah, we are not going home early, that's for sure, Bacon. I'm loving this, and this is, I think you mentioned this before, this is series to watch despite everyone being a banger. Even with the Monks, bro, that turned out to be even closer than we expected. Everything else is also going head to head, toe to toe, and in the face to face. And this one might be the best one of them all. There might be a little bit of the last series of the day. I hope it's not, but Lausanne really should close it pretty quickly against Sound Gaming. But before we do, Raptor Jesus, Mirroring RNZ. Am I not Jesus?
Hustles.
I'm not sure, Bacon. I doubt it, actually. But yeah, RNZ, actually, speaking of whom, he has been pretty quiet today. Yes, Mirroring and Raptor Jesus were really helping him out, but the player he's not one of those not Swiss players in this one. He comes from the proud nation of Germany. Right now, seemingly confident that the Raptors Boosting service will indeed boost him and carry him to safety, but I think Team SA are to win the series against Whiffmasters, who are really can win this one themselves. RNZ needs to step up himself.
That is it. RNZ at the moment is the weak link in this chain, and I mean, it is not a feeble chain at all. This is still a very strong side. We've seen what they've been able to pull off so far. Let's just say that RNZ, we've seen nuts of plays from him. We expect more of those. Amod can't beat Mirror Wing there in the big clear coming out. It's a good one. Amod trying to chase onto that, but that's an own goal! What?
It has been a day for own goals, Bacon. Seemingly everything is coming up. Own scoring. Everything's coming up X-Fighter. I think that's his specialty. Scoring on himself. And not sure he's watching. Chances are not. But hey, if you're watching, buddy, this is for you. This has been scored for you, seemingly. As Team SA put themselves in, will give their opponents slight handicap. And I don't think they want to give anything to Whiffmasters, especially when their plays like that are coming out. When Timo is trying to outplay the whole opposition squad and then even demolishes someone on the defense for a good measure.
We also have a new TCS record, I think, with the most number of own goals on a stream.
Yes.
That makes 3 now. I think we've only seen 2 previously. Not an accolade you want, and well, Raptor Jesus, he makes good of his error by getting the tie.
Themo went pretty deep. Themo had all the boost. I have absolutely no idea where he decided to completely abandon his defense and just go AWOL in the midfield. He had it all. Instead, he considered going here, there. He could have been the player challenging, and Wizzy, oh my god, Wizzy actually puts it past Mirroring after bullying him for a little while. That would have been the most amazing kickoff goal I've ever seen. Instead, it just returns back to the side of Whiffmasters. Yeah, a little bit of confusion and not quickly enough coming to the challenge. Speed is still the king of Rocket League. You need to be faster than your opponent, and that wins games. That wins championships, really.
Yeah, I always try and think of Rocket League as a Venn diagram, you know, the 3 circles. One side you have mechanics, bottom you have mentality, and then the top right, speed. It is such a crucial part of the game, being able to use those mechanics really quickly, but at the same time, you know, your thought process of using that mentality, it's like a third little ability, like your reaction speeds and everything, to be able to process everything. And well, these players have it in spades. Raptor Jesus, putting it into the middle. Amod, that's a big clear downfield, but Mirror Wing is ready. The pop from Raptor Jesus puts it into a threatening position, but Timo is there. RZ to the center. Mirror Wing couldn't get the speed, but still pressure. And of course, Mirror Wing is getting points from it, which he definitely loves.
Currently, he's second to Raptor Jesus on his team, but might come in strong. A series of clears from him. Team SAR and Whiffmasters are not really putting too many risks on the field right now. They want to play it safe. The scoreline really fits that as well. Shot-wise, they're all pretty quiet. They're playing with the deep defenders all the time. Like you could see Raptor Jesus and Mirror Wing staying back for Team Swiss Incredible Rebels, and Whiffmasters are just being kept to their defense. What the shots are going in thick. Wizzy had to save another one. That's 5 saves in total for his team now, and Whiffmasters just be swatting the enemies away. But that's one annoying fly, the Team SIR. And when they get on the other end, though, they only need to look for one little weakness from Team SIR, and then they will jump on it and then make sure that they will execute.
It's always quite funny when listening to analysis for Rocket League, because it's like, oh, it's really simple, it's just what everyone's doing in the game, but it's always true, Jam, isn't it? It's like, oh, you've just got to try and find a goal. Yeah, that's what you're doing the entire game. It still applies though. And so 45 seconds now. 3/4 of a minute on the nose, and well, RNZ is going to pick up the second goal and take the lead for Team Sir.
Well, Bacon, I think we return back to one of your little sayings, is of course that if he can shoot the ball through the goalie, remove the goalie, and the goal will be yours. Team SR tried any old way, made those 7 shots on target, 5 of which obviously have been saved. Stats, pretty important as well in a game like that. But it's almost, oh my god, it's almost not enough. when Whiffmasters can come in this well after a kickoff and just put it straight top right corner, that's pretty darn strong.
Rapid Jesus wanting to chase that down, make it 3-1. There's Mirrorwing with shot, but Timo puts it off to the side. Can't get the hit there, but Wizzy jumps in. Aimer! Whoa! So super close. There's the drop. 3-1. I think that's got to call this game, but this series is far from over, Jam.
Oh, another demolition. This is only the start of series. You're absolutely right. Team Asair will be going into the game number 4. I don't think they will be really thinking that they're in a safe spot. Against Whiffmasters, no, you can't possibly be. They'll be over there. And actually, hello indeed, they might be still alive in this one. Kickoffs. How do they work? Apparently, one of the team who really knows how that works. Raptor Jesus does not work how to go for a ball on the wall, it seems. Team SR keeping this incessantly close. I mean, they could have closed the game instead. Instead, it's 11 seconds an opportunity. Not exactly the Monk situation, but it might repeat.
5 seconds remaining. Opportunity here, Timo. Can't connect. Amar does keep it up, and so does Mirrorwing. Gets it away. Whew. I bet. Team Sarah are going to be wiping the sweat off their brow for that one, because it was a sweaty situation for them, as they are now 2-1 up in this series. But still, they are not safe, Jam.
I'm feeling like while the Incredible Rose will be wiping the sweat off their brows, Whiffmaster will be punching themselves. That was a perfect setup from their own half. Great lop onto the side. Thimo had all the time to prepare himself to jump. Nobody was even challenging him. I'm always surprised that SIR didn't even send anyone towards him. They all wanted to play defense. Instead, there was a whiff. And Whiffmasters live up to their name. They really do not want. They need to rename themselves something like Winmasters. I mean, that'll work for them, I think, much better than the Whiffmasters. Right now, they need to stop their whiffs altogether. Make sure that they're passing plays, which have been really sublime when they were working. Oh my god, just doing some great stuff. Oh, passing plays. Speaking of which, that's a pass straight to Thimo, who's still in the attack by the opponent. Still moles. We might get to see another own goal because this today has been pretty rich on those. Team SAR Whiffmasters back with this one. Another 5 minutes, another tight scoreline, and God, it's living up to the hype that we put onto this match, Bacon. I think it is just as close as we would have wanted. And while the Whiffmasters are not exactly completely running away with this one, they're not leading the series at 2-0 at this point. No, but you can't possibly count them out at this point.
Oh, close one there, and Timo can't reach it. Good passing plays. Oh, definitely coming out. Wizzy gets the first goal. Only took 55 seconds this time. This is just him beating Mirrorwing to it. Just overshot his exit from the net.
Simplicity and also aggression. A couple of times in the previous series, we didn't see anything like this. We didn't see that much pressure. Players quite often were just abandoning their chances, any chances. And yet, tight rotations from Wizzy and rest of Whiffmasters get that goal going. So the game is now opened back up again. So Whiffmasters, at this point, not to hold on to this lead. They need to continue on going. Hasn't this been the high-scoring game so far, or a series so far? I think it's pretty darn close. Obviously, Servedal and Vets were going pretty hard on each other as well. But Team SIR and Whiffmasters are not afraid of exchanging goals, that's for sure.
No, it's their two play styles still butting heads here, Jam. You've got big passing plays from both of them, but both teams are very good with those interceptions. Nearly a fake with the dribble from RNZ, who gets so close to the net, but not close enough into the middle, and Timo wants to take that out, up the wall. Patiently waits. He's looking for a pass to come out of it, but Mirrorwing is able to block that away. Can't beat on the 50-50, but RNZ shadowing behind very well. And it's these shadow plays which are so super strong, because it means if you make a mistake, you don't get the shot, you're blocked out, when you've got a second player to come in and pick that ball up and keep the charge going above the net. Wizzy clears it away.
I do feel that's a little bit risky. Sometimes you go a little bit too tight, a little bit too deep, and it's instead of a shadow play, it turns into two players down in a situation where you wouldn't expect that one. It takes really skill and time to learn how exactly what is the right distance. And it's also getting to know your teammate as well. Otherwise, you might just completely and utterly fail. Usually don't try this in your usual solo ranked games, but if you are with a team, do practice those because they're deadly.
Yeah, it's definitely a team skill to pick up. We know how close these two sides are to each other. Really, so much chemistry. So close on that. Seemingly the ball has chemistry of that post as it does not want to leave it. Still into this end. Raptor Jesus puts it up high. He's looking for the bounce back, but no, Mirrorwing not close enough to pick it up. Amard does get that stop there in the corner. Timo with the mind games can't beat Raptor Jesus. Wizzy now turning in on it. Tries to go for a pop. Is looking for a back pass, but loses control. Raptor Jesus down middle gets the pick up and into the center it goes. Wizzy, that's not good enough touch. That's not a touch all from Timo. RNZ too slow to get to it. And that's cleared away.
Really, it's seemingly Swiss Incredible Rebels were just expecting Whiffmasters to miss 3 times in a row. Otherwise, they would have sent someone up there. It was Whiffmasters' ball to play, and they just took an extra 3 touches just to make sure that will be even just cleared out of their own half. No threat, no nothing. Just a whiff after whiff. Again, Whiffmasters, their name, and them living up to this. Team Esther just won that goal pretty quickly. RNZ, again, a little bit slow, currently with 2 shots for his own team. Really, everyone else has been asleep. Raptor just mirroring. Oh my god, Bacon mirroring at the bottom of the scoreboard for Team SAR. Something has happened. I think they're broken, Bacon. They absolutely broken. And Whiffmasters might win this one and bring this to game number 5, the one you already predicted at the start of this one, just on the basis of 1 goal.
You know things aren't going well when Mirrorwing is at the bottom of the scoreboard. RNZ just launches that downfield. Mirrorwing can't get onto it, just predicts it wrong. Amod chasing that down. He's coming off the ceiling. Can he get the reset? No. Just beaten to the ball. Precious still one from Wizzy. Lining up for himself. Timo was there though, Jam. Just feeling like maybe call off your teammates there. It don't really matter, I will say. Although it does as that last second counter comes out and Team Surf tied it up with 3 seconds to go.
I don't think any other game shows the butterfly effect or chaos theory as much as Rocket League. You make one decision on the other side of the field, 10 seconds later, it might bite you in the rear end. And really, they thought that was the right one. Hey, we touched the ball, bam, we continued the attack, and we're still continuing the attack. Oh my god. But instead of Whiffmasters eking out with 1 goal, and really they've been up for it. It's not like Team SAR put on so much pressure. Instead, they almost bring it into the overtime themselves, 5th game. But it's the Jesus with his miracles, almost getting the 2nd one. But I think Jesus, all we all know, needs a couple of days to recuperate to get back in this one. Whiffmasters, well, they're alive and kicking. Another game 5, Bacon. It'll be a long day, but hey, we're all enjoying this, and I hope you're enjoying this too.
Yeah, I definitely am. I know the schedule's not, as we have gone completely past it. I mean, the next teams coming up, Silent Gamer and Law Same, are meant to be starting their series in 3.5 minutes, and unfortunately, they're going to have to wait a little bit longer. It means they can think about their strategies, I guess. But really here, Jam, I've got to put a massive question for you. We're sitting in 2-0. The strategy here just seems to be a lot of pressure and then try and hold out on the defense, try and just get a big clear and put it away. Do you think it's one that's going to win? And who do you think is the stronger side for it?
Well, 2 devils are on my shoulders, or 2 devils. That's the wrong one. 2.
Yeah, you've got no good side to you, Jam. You're just
no. Yeah, I'm just all bad, all devils all the way down. But I have 2 things sitting on my shoulders. One is Angel saying, "Oh man, Team SAR all the way." It has to be Team SAR because they have so many great plays. They seemingly they're much more comfortable with their play style that they're putting on. And while the RNZ has been slightly asleep, and Mirrorwing basically has disappeared somewhere in a previous game. Is it me? Oh no, that's the game actually. What happened?
The lobby has gone down. Servers have cut it. I'm currently looking at Mirrorwing just go off the top of his goal, and RNZ just go in his circles.
Wow, that is the most unexpected thing that could happen, Bacon. Well, I hope we can find the team. I hope they have not gotten into another dimension, because that'll be pretty hard to get them out of there, and would put the next series that we wanted to cast in a limbo.
Yep, so your connection to the game is timed out. Error 71. Whatever that means, Jam, it means we've got to get a new lobby put up. I'm just quickly having a look at the online section to see if, like, yeah, we still got players online, so this is interesting. It's not Steam going down, so it should just be a quick new lobby make, you know?
Well, I hope that will be exactly the case, because I want to get in that game number 5. You asked me that big question again. The reasonable side of me thinks it's Swiss Incredible Rebels. The naughty one thinks it will be Whiffmasters, because we need an upset today, and this could be that chance for an upset, despite it really going Elvet's almost getting it. Monk giving us false hope, and then unfortunately not delivering once again, as Monk usually does. And now it's Whiffmasters who are here, getting here with just barely every single time. This could be theirs. Seemingly both teams are playing a similar playstyle, again pretty open, which means that the passes are flying in quickly, but it also means that they both know how each other plays. They both counteract each other just purely on the basis that they are playing the same style. I think it's a question of who will come alive in this one. Seemingly Team Astaire have been missing 1 or 2 players every single time. So if Mirrorwing comes back from hibernation, if RNZ finally says, "Oh my God, I should be the leader of this team. Like Hezo's okay, but I want to be the very best, like no one ever was." Then it's Team Astaire. If not, I'm giving to the Whiffmasters.
So game number 5 is afoot now, and like Jam put it earlier, who is really going to come out as the Pokemon master of these two? Let's find out together. 10 seconds already gone on past, and well, it's definitely looking like the lads of Team Serp been having tons of pressure put onto them. It's a good sign from Whiffmasters. Back to the middle it goes. Amard, pressure, but Mirrorwing keeps it away. Teemo with the pop. He's going for a solo play, but not good enough as RNZ does clear it. Raptor Jesus getting hit into the ball by Teemo. Teemo might have just hurt himself there. I don't know. I don't think it's going to hit hard enough. Jam, from what I've seen so far, this is definitely like a low-scoring game.
Well, it's just only a start making. We haven't actually gotten through our first minute. Whiffmasters, though, I like what they're doing. They're trying different things. Their first attack, bam, straight on shot from the flank. Doesn't work. The goalie is there. RNZ immediately clears it down the field. They see that it's futile to send shots straight at him, where he could immediately shoot it down the field, where the goalie most likely will be missing. Thinking, all right, that's not working. Let's try maybe a dribbling play. Oh God, we got stopped pretty quickly. How about a little bit like an aerial dribble as well? Not working either. Okay, next time, what we're doing next time, how would we send a pass to the midfield where our player will be already waiting? All right, let's have us as our plan. Now let's actually see if Whiffmasters will try and do exactly that, because if they really can adapt and try different things instead of just trying the same one over and over and with it hoping that it somehow will work. And speaking of passing plays, Amart does receive the pass, but that was a little bit too tricky for him to get backwards. And even with Demolition, that wasn't his ball to take.
Yeah, it definitely seems like they're trying tons of different ways to get that ball into the net. None working out so far. Raptor Jesus is actually going ahead of the ball. He's expecting to get a pass back. Teemo does put it up in the air. Wizzy chasing onto it. Unfortunately, Amar thought he had to go up for it as well. Communication just not on point between those two. Hasn't hurt them just yet. RNC decides to hurt Teemo, demoing out the lobby. Not anything emotional like, just some good friendly demos coming out there. Off to the wall. Oh, that was too close. I thought that would be post in. I thought that would be Mirrorwing in, but it just wasn't. And here we go, halfway mark, still 0-0.
And it has been the time of SIR to strike. Seemingly that first couple of minutes, well, really a minute and a half, I suppose, or 15 seconds if I'm trying to do the math on the fly, it has been Whiffmasters. Then Team SIR really got themselves together and started putting one after the other. I also thought that would be going in Bacon. It's just somehow, I don't know how the physics work in this one, but it just didn't. Demo with a follow-up on the other side of the field. RNG almost putting a double tap for him. Already seen one own goal double tap. And no more coming in. This might be indeed, like you said, it will be a low-scoring one. Could be our first 0-0 game, but it's 2 minutes. I'm really counting my chickens before they hatch. Before even those chickens are a twinkle in the rooster's eye, we still have 2 minutes back.
We do still have 2 minutes, but the pressure, the tension, that's going to be goal number 1. Well taken by RNZ to pick it up. There needs to be a response from Whiffmasters now.
Oh, Timo, a little bit too close. Here's the shadowing, trying to guess where we should be on the field. But SIR struck quickly. RNZ currently doing, oh god, he's doing everything. He is the mirroring right now. He has the goals, he has the saves. He obviously got a couple of shots to his name as well. That was great from them. They quickly got one out of the Whiffmasters because the Whiffmasters weren't expecting the attack to being delivered to their half so quickly. Right now, another one. Mirrorwing, yes, 1-2. You only need Mirrorwing to set it up and someone waiting on the other side for it to work, because that's 1, that's 2, and Wizzy, yeah, when you're just driving around that, chasing the ball in this situation, you are in no position to save.
So a second goal here for Team Sir. The Swiss Incredible Rebels could have just closed out this series. Whiffmasters, 1 minute remains for them to pull off the closure or not. What are you doing there? Put it off your backboard, Mirrorwing. It seems to have worked. Bit precarious here though, as it seems Whiffmasters keep bashing that against the backboard. They're looking for one of the two. Not to be found though. Sir, their defense is holding tight. It is watertight, Jam.
Oh boy, yes, but Levy broke on the other end, Bacon. It has been really a rule. Servette got the same thing against Helvets. 4 incredibly tight matches, and at some point Helvets even looking like they were going to just sweep them back again. And then in game number 5, the team that is the strongest that we expect to win safe. Enough is enough. I mean, we've toyed a little bit. Here's your beautiful handicap, and here's your beautiful by Mirror. It's a second touch on that one as he moves through off the kickoff again. What is it about those kickoff goals? What about his positioning and making sure that he's still following the ball? But bam, this is Servette against Helvets. 4-0 in the last game. Yep. The expected team is winning, and they're really giving absolutely no chances to their opposition. I'm afraid that these last series of the day will be exactly that. Match number 5. Or maybe, I don't know, will we be blessed by the fact that this will be suddenly a sweep or not? I don't know, Bacon, but yep, it's over. Mirrorwing and Raptor Jesus are currently playing, what you call it?
We need a censorship.
We need a censorship bar. I'm keeping it PG. I think that was Leapfrog. Yeah. But one way or the other, it's a 4-0. It's an absolute guaranteed victory for Team SIR. They're still up top on that leaderboard. They haven't dropped the series. They sure have dropped 2 games. And again, this might count in the end. Servette, actually, quickly, they're still tied with Servette because Servette also dropped 2 games. So toe-to-toe Team SIR and Servette. Now it's for Lausanne to, well, either get a lot distance from their opponents, although they'll still be going on the equal series 4-1. At least maybe they can get away on the games. Currently, they're leading by 2-game lead. So narrow margins for Lausanne over SIR and Servette.
So it seems that the Typewriter Monkeys there, Jam, have been working away super hard this week because the scripts so far have been outstanding. 2 series going all the way to the 5th game. And then, of course, Arctic versus Monks. It ended in game number 4, but it was still a close series nonetheless. One more series coming up. Lausanne versus Silent Gaming. Lausanne, near enough the top dog, the Diamond Dogs in this league, going up against the crowd favorite Silent Gaming, making it into league play due to the drop of Juicy Kids, but they have earned their right. They have proven that they're good enough here. And well, this week we could see them cause a little upset, I think, as they go up against Lausanne. That is all to come after this break here on TCS eSports with some of the best action going on in the whole of Switzerland. We'll see you after this.